Hey there, Jacob from Repco. In this video, we're going to walk through the review widgets. So obviously, getting reviews is great, but displaying and marketing them on your website can really help increase conversions. So when creating a widget, basically you want to name your widget. This is just for internal use so that if you have multiple widgets here, you can see what it's called. So we've named them all test widget, so let's name this something different. Let's call it the Repco widget. Then by default, it's got the floating toast selected. We do find these very effective. So if you click the test view, you can see how they show up. They'll kind of pop in on the bottom left of the screen. And I believe they rotate every 30 seconds. And then you can change the location of it. So you could put it in the center, on the right. It's going to pop up. It's probably hiding behind my video. But oftentimes like chat widgets and stuff are on the right, so I like the left. There's also a few other format options that you can use here. So the embeddable div is instead of the pop-up, it's actually going to be a div on the website. And there's currently 3 different display options for that. So the first is the carousel. So the carousel obviously looks like this. You can scroll through. You can choose how many reviews to display total, and also how many reviews per row. So let's say maybe I want to display 6 reviews, 3 reviews per row. Let's test that. So this is what it's going to look like. Because there's only one row in this view, this is going to just display them side by side. I guess each scroll would be considered a row. And you can see how it looks on different size screens and test it out. Also, so the other option would be the masonry grid. So masonry basically means that they're going to go side by side. Let's just look at an example here. Let's display 9 reviews so that we can get a good idea here. So it's going to display kind of like a grid, except the longer reviews take up more space and shorter reviews take up less space. So the lines aren't necessarily lined up in masonry, and it'll rearrange depending on the size screen that it's on. In grid, it's going to keep. Here. In grid, it's going to keep them equal size, which means that shorter reviews are going to get truncated, or longer reviews are going to get truncated, but it's kind of a cleaner look. So whichever you prefer, those are the options currently. Also, in any of these, whether we're doing floating toast or one of the embeddable divs, we can choose which reviews we want to display. So I generally recommend only displaying 5-star reviews. Could show 4 stars and more, I guess, if you want. Not sure why you'd want to display anything less than that. And you could sort the reviews. So we could do it just random, or we could go from old to new, or from new to old. So I typically go new to old. And then if you want to customize what's actually displayed in here, we could remove the dates. Maybe if you don't have any recent reviews, you want to remove the dates so it doesn't show in there. Of course, if you're using the software, hopefully you have some recent reviews. You can get rid of the avatar. You can get rid of the description. You can get rid of the logo that says where the review is displayed. So if you don't want to have Google in there, that's fine. So basically however you want it to look. Then we can choose on this tab the review sources. So if we're synced, if in locations we've selected multiple review platforms, we could display maybe only our Google reviews, or we want to display our Google and our Facebook reviews. And we can do that per location. So in this example, we have 2 locations set up. So we could show all reviews from both locations, or just Google reviews from both locations, or all reviews from one location. So lots of flexibility there. Then under appearance, by default, we have the light mode and the dark mode, which are styled to look pretty nice in my opinion. But if you want to change, you can change the date formats too if you like. If you want to go custom, you can really make this look however good or bad you want. Ooh, that looks horrible. But you see, if you want to make it match your brand colors or whatever, you can literally do anything you want here. And then over here on this tab, so once it's saved, we'll create it. Once it's saved, then you get your embed code, and this needs to get copied and pasted into your website where you would like the review widget to show up. So that's about it for the review widget. See you in the other videos.